welcome back to my channel. Today I have some fun DIY Valentine Day decor for you guys. Now that I'm older, Valentine's Day isn't really something that I tend to decorate for, but after seeing some of these DIYs on Pinterest and of course putting my own spin on them, I cannot help myself but to try a few of them out. So the first DIY are these totally cute arrows. I feel like arrows are very in this year. Is that true, or is it just me? I fell in love with the colors of these and I had to give them a try to see if they were as easy to make as claimed, and I have to say they definitely were. So from my local craft store I grabbed 2 wooden dowels and I cut them to size. It was really easy. I just used a pair of scissors. You're also going to need some paints, and I went with a pumpkin-y orange, a gold, and then kind of like a baby blue. But you can go with any colors that you'd like. You're also going to need some cutouts, either from construction paper or cardstock. I went with this mint color, and you're going to need 4 triangles and 4 rectangles. You're also going to need some glue, either glue stick or liquid glue. Either one will do, and then scissors, but I didn't put that in the picture. So it's pretty simple. You're going to take your 2 triangles and put glue on one side of one of them, place it down, wait a second for it to get tacky, stick the dowel on top of it and just kind of position it, and then stick the other piece of cardstock on top. It does not have to be perfectly matched because you can always trim it once everything's completely dry, but you just want to get it on there and let it set. It does take a little finagling before the glue is actually dry, but you'll get it. Then you want to repeat the process for the bottom of the arrow. You're going to put glue on one of the rectangles, place the dowel, and then place the other rectangle on top. And again, continue to press and position until the glue is dry. Once the glue is dry on the end, you can take your pair of scissors and cut these little like fringy type things on them. I went ahead and cut them at an angle downward, but I think the picture just had them straight across. Totally up to you, personal preference. And then I went back and cut even more like thinner little strips just to make it more fringy and give it more dimension. Next step is painting. I just used whatever I had. I happened to have these little like page markers that I got in the dollar section at Target, and I wrapped those around. They're pretty much like super skinny Post-its, so they have a little sticky side, and I wrapped those around the dowel just in literally random positions. And then I painted between where I had put those in all the different colors and let that dry. And once you peel off the little sticky parts, these are what they look like. I just think they're so cute. They're perfect for Valentine's Day, but it's a little bit of a spin instead of like the typical pink and red Cupid arrows. I decided to cross them when I positioned them on my wall, and I just think they look so cute. I think they are my favorite because of the colors. It just kind of makes it more of a fashion statement than, like I said, your typical arrow. Next up is this love sign that I just decided to give a try. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, I do try a bunch of DIYs, and some of them come out like I'm in love with them, and then some of them come out just like kind of eh. For me, this is one that like was not my favorite, but I decided to show you guys anyways because it's not like it came out bad. It's just not my favorite visually. It was also very challenging to make. So I happen to have this old plank of wood and I wanted to do something with it because it's just been sitting in my closet forever. I found this DIY on Pinterest and it seems pretty easy. There's not a lot of steps. It's very tedious. So you're going to print out a font that you would like and whatever word you like. I chose the word love. You're going to kind of cut around it, place it on your surface, trace it out however you want to do it. I like kind of traced it out and then finished off freehanding it. And then here's where the tedious part comes in. You're going to need a hammer and nails, like an outline times 2. This literally took like 70 nails, if not 100. And there's such like tight spaces that I can't tell you how many times I hit myself on the thumb. Once you have all your nails nailed in, you're going to thread between the nails carefully using some string. I went with blue because I was hoping to give this project a little bit more color, and it honestly did not do the trick in my opinion. So I literally got an old lipstick that I didn't care about and drew hearts on it. I think it adds more color, but like I said, it's still not my fave. I feel like there's a lot of these types of projects on Pinterest, like where you hammer nails into something and kind of loom some string across it. So if you were curious about trying any of those, I will tell you right now, be aware they're very time consuming, and just like trying to maneuver in such tight spaces for me personally is challenging. Okay, now on to one that I do think came out really cool. This is just like a carved piece of wood, but I just think it's the cutest thing ever for Valentine's Day. I have never been a huge fan of mine and Michael's initials anywhere because his name's Michael, my name starts with an E. Anytime I put our initials in a heart, it just looks like I'm saying heart me, which is a little weird. So I made sure to put the and sign in the middle. And this one's pretty self-explanatory. I picked up this piece of wood at Michael's for about $6, and if you use their 40% off coupon that they always have, then it's pretty inexpensive, pretty affordable. They do sell soldering guns at Michael's, but they're way overpriced because they're marketed as art materials. If you go to Home Depot, you can pick up an inexpensive soldering gun for like 12 bucks. My husband happened to have one already, so I just borrowed his. Now that I know I can do this with that thing, I will probably end up purchasing my own for art purposes and just like I want to carve everything. So I just doodled with a pencil what I wanted to put on the piece of wood, and I sat there with the soldering gun and just slowly wiggled it so I got kind of like the deep cut effect, and it's just basically supposed to look like you carved your name into a piece of wood. But it's a lot less time consuming because I didn't sit here and whittle this with a knife. I just used the soldering gun or the soldering pen. What do you call it? I don't know. Once I was done, I stuck 2 nails in the back so I can hang it, and it is all set. This is just, I love this. This is adorable. This next one is probably the most simple and one of my most favorite. All you're gonna need is a picture frame and a bunch of lipstick. Well, not necessarily a bunch. You can literally just do it with one color, but I went with like 3, maybe 4 different colors. So you're gonna take a picture frame. The one that I picked is 11 by 14. Go with what you feel. It can be as small or as big as you like. And then I literally just sat there putting lipstick on my mouth and then kissing the back of like the paper that comes in it. You can put your own paper in it, but like I said, mine was 11 by 14 and I didn't have a piece of paper that long, so I just used the back of the paper that it came with. And don't worry about the kisses being perfect. There's so many of them. It's supposed to be very organic and natural, and I think it came out really cute. I love that there's like this little pop, boom, 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 of fuchsia in there. That's my fave. My lips were pretty mad at me afterward though. Alright guys, well that is it for this video. Like I said, it was just super quick, short, and simple. To make all of these projects cost me under $20, and then all together, like doing them back to back, it took me about an hour-ish to complete them. So in my opinion, that's pretty quick, pretty easy, and pretty affordable. I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know what other kinds of videos you would like to see. Have you tried any of these like crazy Pinterest projects? Do you decorate your house for Valentine's Day? I always like to hear what you guys have to say, and I try my best to keep the conversation going down in the comments. If you ever want to contact me, you can do so there, or you can check the description box for my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Snapchat. Please keep an eye out for my upcoming video. It is 5 tips for busy moms. I worked really hard on it, and the kids worked really hard on it, so I would love if you would just give it a chance and take a look at it. I will leave the link here. If you guys want to see some more Valentine's Day videos, then be sure to hit the subscribe button. I have a lookbook coming out, hopefully very soon, definitely before Valentine's Day. So be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!